Hi, everyone. Good morning. Let me know where you're joining from. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Barbara. How are you guys doing? How's the weather in your heart? I'm doing good, Lindsay. Thank you. Excited to be here and see what comes up today. Have you guys been on the Oracle card reading before, or is it your first time? Hi, Carla. How are you? You guys excited for the holiday season starting up? Taking time off? Doing anything exciting? I'm great, thank you. We'll just give a few more moments before we begin. Do you guys talk to angels often? Which are your favorite angels, archangels or angels? Who are your favorites that you call upon most frequently? You never did. I don't know, but notice signs a lot daily. That's awesome. Do you ask questions and then you notice the signs, Lindsay, or you just see the signs? I feel they are the angels. Yes, yes. Constantly ask for help. Archangel Raphael is my most favorite. That's beautiful. Hi, Kaz. Yeah, Archangel Raphael. I love working. My favorites are, or the most commonly that I invoke and work with them are Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Gabriel, Raphael, and sometimes Shamiel as well. Yeah, these would be the most invoked ones in my energy field. Yeah, I think yeah, every single day, Archangel Michael and Metatron are my favorites. I always say they are your best boyfriends who can stay up, give you the strength, whatever you need in your life, they're always there, show up that presence. You do see a lot of repeating numbers. That's awesome. I see numbers, and when I'm thinking something or was just talking about something, it occurs, not explaining. No, I get it. I get it. Synchronicity. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It just feels right that someone has heard and is giving you a confirmation or reaffirmation of what you're thinking, where you are moving forward. Yeah, repeating numbers 4, 11, 13. I don't know about the 4 and 13 much. Oh, today's 13th. Okay, great. There you go, your number. 11 is usually about angelic presence, knowing, and something about your new beginnings, that you're opening up into the realm of new beginnings. Yeah, so it's beautiful. So that's one thing that I always suggest is highly recommend as well is Let's talk to our angels because they can interfere only when we ask them for help. And it really doesn't even mind which religion we follow and all. They are there for everyone. Like, they're amazing, amazing beings. Yeah. They always tell, like, hey, we are unemployed if you don't give us work. Like, give us work, ask us anything. Like, I do to an extent that I ask so much, I depend on them so much. And my husband keeps telling, like, why are you bothering them so much? But like, hey, they are there just for us. So why not we co-create things? And why do we really need to struggle when they can help us with making it easier? So I can focus more on my purpose, my intentions, my way of like, working through on the path. So that really helps us. Yeah. So do invoke them as simple as angels. Can you please get me a parking spot, or can you please heal my child from coughing? Archangel Raphael is great for the healing angels. Um, Michael is mostly for protection, communication, giving you the inner strength, speaking up from your core. So yeah, Gabriel is for your conscious updates, wisdom nuggets, and new beginnings that you are working on. So it's great, like, some of the easy ways, the signs that generally we do ask is the numbers, the feathers, the penny coins, the clouds or the words itself, like, so I always say, like, if I'm going for this particular job interview, it's going to get through. I do my best, of course. And then I'll ask angels, hey, is this meant for me? Like, please show me a yellow feather. Like, white feathers are quite common. So I kind of try to ask something different. And when I see the yellow feather, I know, like, okay, I did good. Like, the job is for me, like, for my highest good. So that way you don't need to worry about like what's going to happen, what is the outcome. You can trust yourself, like, again, for your highest good is where they are going to show us the guidance and move us in depth. Constantly thanking them because I keep them busy, yeah, helping me and my family. So yeah, definitely that's one thing, like, trust and ask, and then gratitude, like, yeah, biggest thing. So you're closing the loop. I generally don't wait until things like until the yellow feather shows up. I don't wait to say thank you. I already trust it's going to happen and they're going to show me the sign. I always say, like, show me the sign and thank you so much for working with me and being with me. And by that, I'm building. So if you have got a new friend, you need to make an effort to connect, right? So the same applies here as well. Like, we need to understand what their realms is, what their frequencies are, how are they communicating to us through the signs, through the words, through sense of knowing, through the smell, seeing as well, or feeling. So build that relation. How are your angels showing up? Like, it could be your guardian angel or your archangels as well. It doesn't really, whichever you're working with, that's the most important thing. Yeah. So that's the most important thing. Like, I always get a good spot on the parking lot, or if I'm going into town, I always get the closest and easiest one because I ask way ahead of time when I start my journey itself, like, so no pressure on them. Like, there could be someone right pulling through and you can park there. Yeah. So make your lives easier. These are little things, but of course they keep you more connected to the spirit of yourself. Like, well, so when we start with the little things like parking, or you lose something, you ask angels. So when there is a bigger challenge in your life, so you are always going to invoke them. So you built a habit of invoking them. Just say, for example, you're going through a grief, or there is an accident, or there is a job loss. So in these moments of time, like, or there is a surgery. So if we don't panic and kind of attend to that, of course we could do it, but we, in that moment, brain freeze happens. We can't think clearly. We can't invoke them. We don't know what they're going to look after us. There is a lot of trust and energy that builds onto it, like, but as we develop the habit of it, in that moment, it becomes your natural instinct to do it, right? So have that faith, like, be skeptic. I'm skeptic. Be skeptic, build your own experiences invoking them and see what happens. Do they work with you or not? Like, let's figure it out, like, and that's the most important thing. Yeah. Parking angel, my mother and daughter always laugh about it. Yeah, absolutely. So let's be the best friends with them. So the way I'm going to do this oracle card reading is, my name is Sri Manju Katakada. I do come here on Insight Timer generally in the mornings with Akashic Records, angel messages, healing on full moon, new moon, and giving Reiki energy healing via distantly. So there are many things that I do come with topics here to make life easier. So today we'll be just opening up with the angels. I'm going to take first three at a time, drop in your questions, stay on. So if I have your name call, if you're not around, I'll pass on to the next person. I'll pick up a card and see what the message is coming through. And so that could be exactly what you need to know. These oracle cards, they are very kind of a reassurance. They always come about true, but with the hint of be open to receiving whatever the message. Right now, the message may not sit with you directly. So park it, leave that message in your journal and come about in few days time. That might sit perfectly. Or right now it can first time sit as well, so that's the most important thing, how it sits with you. Hi, Crystal, first timer, Lana, open to message today. Should I publish my book, Barbara? All right, okay, let's get into it. Yeah. Put in your questions and I'll be drawing some names up. Let's take what it takes on to you. So gently close your eyes, place your palms on your heart center, taking a nice deep breath, breathing into your belly and out. Breathing in and out. Connecting into your heart center, opening up your energy centers, invoking your angels, guides, your guardian angel, calling in Archangel Michael to protect and shield each one of us as we are opening up into this beautiful realm of light, to bring in the information that we need to hear at this moment of time, to open up our senses so we can hear and communicate better with our angels, to make our lives easier, to hold on to our faith, to walk on this path, even when it's dark. Invoking, invoking, invoking. Calling, surrounding all your beautiful loved ones to be here to share their messages. Noticing the feet on the ground, feeling the tingling sensations in your feet. Allow that energy to go up in your body, opening up your higher chakras, allowing this beautiful information to flow through. Now gently open your eyes. Take a little stretch and think about your intention to be here and the guidance that is there for you coming up here. It's always great to just focus on your breath, isn't it? All right, okay, so let's see for Barbara. This is the card that I picked up for you, Barbara. I guess you're still here, right? Oceana, I just love this card. So from the messages of angels, take action. You're in touch with your truth in the situation and you need to trust your gut and loving assert yourself. Yeah, even though the progress about your book is very slow, but let it be released into the light so you're getting that information and the wisdom out. Yeah. So I'm getting this energy as the process of either you're very slow in committing to it, not sure where it is going with, but there is a lot of wisdom that you're channeling into, open up your portals and allow love the writing process to come in. If you have published or you're at the closure of finishing up the book, like, now surrender to be released into where it needs to go into, who needs to read this, who needs to have this beautiful information, let it go to the right person. Yeah, sit with that information, but there is a lot of fluid and movements coming up, and a lot of energy into the light is coming up. Yeah. Let me know if that resonates with you. For Carla, are you still here, Carla? And it does, Barbara. All right. Okay, cool. So this is from messages from your angels. So, oopsie. So this text, they're not in publications anymore by Doreen Virtue, but they're my favorite, unless you get them in thrift stores. Yeah. Yay, Carla. Let's see what the message. Oh, there is a card that jumped out. Contemplation time. Spend time alone meditating upon what you truly desire. There is a lot of that beautiful energy in this card where you are surrounded by the nature, grounded and resting, rejuvenating, where you are allowing the growth to happen deep inside and then projecting it out rather than doing, taking a little step back and holding that beautiful space. Yeah. Does that make sense to you? So think about, like, what are the ways that you are holding yourself? Like, what are the containers that you're using to hold yourself? What are the ways that you're grounding yourself? Like, I'm getting a strong energy of water element is helping you to be grounded. So try to, like, go for bath, like, salt baths, or like be closer to the ocean as well, like, or to the water element. So that will help you to be more stronger, grounded. Yeah. Does that make sense? Lana, beautiful, perfect sense. Thank you so much, Carla, for confirming that. Lana, are you still here? And as I'm reading for the individuals, but sometimes these messages can also be for the collective, as we are all in this portal together. So if it resonates for you and you have this question, like, take it in, like, because it needs to be heard to you and it's to be resonating. You might feel goosebumps or the energy within you as well. Yeah. Is Lana still? Yeah. All right. Okay, cool. Lana, there is this energy about going back to the school is coming up. The answer that you're seeking involves going to school. Like, what was your question around? Like, is there a message? Like, if you're thinking about you're upgrading your skills or opening up your deep wisdom portals, like, educating yourself with new information or surrendering to books, definitely open up that realm, like, step into it. Yeah. If you have been only thinking about it or procrastinating, now is the time to go up for it. Yeah. Maybe teaching. Yeah. Have you been teaching? As you can see, all that blackboard and the numbers and everything, like, perfect, makes sense. There is a slight hesitation coming up from your solar plexus energy. So do, like, if you are practicing any sort of energy work or opening up with a chakra meditation, focus on your solar plexus. So you become more into ease, more into the flow of yourself and allow yourself to move forward with much ease. Yeah, which helps you to open up your heart center as well, because that's something that you enjoy, love doing it. You're showing up, but the fears are not going to be a hinder or stop you in that progress. Does that make sense? It's beautiful. You got a beautiful soul. Great, thank you. Lindsay, I would be grateful for any information on the angels have for me. I decided to leave a bad situation and move with my daughter to be with my family, gave up my job. Are my daughter and I where we should be? All right, let's see, Lindsay. First of all, congratulate yourself and Be proud of who you are and how you're showing your strengths. That's so beautiful. That's a beautiful card, Caressa. You're at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon angels to comfort you, guide you, and for your next step, happiness awaits you now. Definitely you have crossed that hard hurdles and struggles in your life right now. It's about all right, okay, how do I create it, and what do I create right now? That's the most important thing. Think about where your happiness or joyful or peace stays with. Do things that are going to be uplifting for you, so as your daughter as well, so it's a new beginnings that are coming up that you are writing on your own self. And that's the strongest message that coming up, again, even this card, there is dolphins there, so there is a lot of inner wisdom that you're connecting into. Don't be afraid to tap into that realm of things. I'm getting, are you psychic? Are you aware that you can channel informations? Does that make sense? Yes. Yeah, hold on to that beautiful connection of who you are and coming up. Yeah. So next is for Crystal. Crystal, are you still there? So, yeah. And just say, yes, I am, and allow that ownership to take you in and see what comes up. Yeah. Hey, Crystal, let's see what your message for is. Balance. That is interesting. Your profile is having that universal hand position of Reiki healing, and which is on your heart center, your palms. And so as your heart center is all about opening and coming to the fullest of who you are becoming. So I'm getting this energy that you have done a lot of healing, a lot of opening up your heart center, and now you're allowing that to be opening up your higher chakras as well, to trust that information that's coming into your heart to be able to implement as well. There's a lot of green frequency energies around, so think about what are you doing? You got to love yourself, be more compassionate, to do more self-care, resting could be one thing, or showing up to what you enjoy, so that is where your energy of the balance are coming, rather than on the go serving others, but now just retracing back to yourself and bringing that frequencies. Yeah, do something that lights you up, your heart center. Crystal, as your name, do you use crystals? Do you work with crystals? Self-love has been a huge theme for a while. I was disconnected from that. Yes, allow that to come back. If you're into crystals, get lapis lazuli. That is a strong energy coming up to open up your higher chakras. Lapis lazuli. Perfect. You have them. So just brush them up, incense, smudge them, and start reusing and be best friends with them. That is Leslie will too. Great. So your crown and the soul star chakra are in the progress of opening up. Give permission. You're ready for that changes. Hope that resonates with you guys. And so if it is resonating with you guys, and if you feel drawn to the energy connections, you can make an energy donation as well by clicking the donation. That helps me, an insight timer as well. So thank you guys for confirming the informations. Yeah. And allow that to be sitting in, sinking in. There is this frequency that has opened up, even though your names haven't been called upon, but you might be feeling the frequency of the energies being in the collaboration, being in the part of where we are healing each other as well. The angel frequencies are very easy to be understood and decoded for us. So definitely work with those frequencies. Sometimes the source frequency could be taking a little more time, or for some people, I'm not saying it's not possible, but angel frequencies can be connected to anyone so easily. All you need to have trust in, be skeptic, be open, and allow your own experiences to come in. Yeah. So who wants to go next? Any questions, guys? Thank you so much, Lindsay, for your donation. Deep gratitude. For anyone interested in one-to-one sessions, I do have the slot up on Insight Timer for Reiki or Akashic readings as well. So yeah, Alicia, like to hear a message for you. All right, let's see what the message for you is. Spiritual teacher. Interesting. You heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. Yeah. Is there something that you're holding up in your heart center that you want to open up? Like, now is the time that you need to be opening up. So you allow the beautiful, deeper inner gift that you're holding up to be expressed. Like, your heart center is to be open up. Fall in love with yourself to open up your heart center. So you see the beauty. It's just like the before person, like, it's the energy in the heart center is to be like invoked. To be connecting to the true self of who you are, define the love from yourself, not from the others' energies, like, and that allows you to open up your gifts that you are born with. Yeah. Are you in the energy field, like into the coaching or yoga or sharing the spiritual wisdom? That is your beautiful path, like, that is the path that you are here to inspire others. Yeah. So think about it, like, even like writing a little post on your social media, or like, we're doing mini videos that can help you and others around you as well, are the greatest gift that you can share with the world to begin with. Yeah. If you haven't started this journey, if you are already, like, that's the best path you're in. Does that make sense? Yeah, so think about, like, if you haven't opened up your clairvoyant senses, that's a beautiful gift to be at. Like, yeah, so open up your chakras first thing first, like, open up actively working on your 7 chakras, either through meditations, either through Reiki, and then you will feel like, I can sense things, I can predict things, like, I can foresee things. So you are journaling and writing things, and you're developing your deeper inner gifts within yourself. Yeah. So that becomes much easier. Don't hold on to these gifts like, it's a huge, beautiful treasure chest that you're carrying with. Like, yeah, it's to open up for yourself and to share with others. And fall in love with yourself. Yeah, that's the biggest message. Fall in love with yourself. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, Era. Is that how I say? Era, are you still here? I love that name. Great. Perfume, that's a beautiful name. The energy here, it says power. All right, okay. Are you into singing, or are you into arts, like, your voice, like your communication? Is there something that you hold on, that the gift that you have? So definitely look into that. Like, you are at that beautiful place in your life where you have to is go with the flow of things, like, blow up any dark energies around you, to speak up with the authority. That's the most important thing. Yeah, speak up with the authority. If you are into singing, or if you're opening up into your throat, vocal cords, like, definitely the singing will help you to strengthen, to speak what you need to, like, that's the most important thing. Yeah, don't hold on to it. But I'm getting this energy of, like, you have been blowing the clouds, like, which are the dark, heavy energies around you, constantly struggling to move. Allow yourself. So own that power, like, yes, I got this, I got to do it. Yeah, work with Archangel Michael closely. So you are not taking so much pressure on yourself, but you're working with the energy field, which is going to make it easier with those clouds around you. Yeah. You're a lawyer. All right. Okay. So do you work in the court or something? Are you speaking up more in your profession? Like, think about, or also think about, like, definitely that voice, being into the energy field of singing, like, it's practicing. Doesn't mean when we sing, doesn't mean we have to be always a singer or professional person. It's more about opening up our energy centers. Yeah. So that allows us to speak with clarity and with ease as well. So definitely think about it. Yeah. and work with Archangel Michael very closely. That totally makes sense why there is a heavy clouds around. Like, some of the sectors of the work are quite heavy, but when you are planted there is to make it much easier. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for confirming that. Yeah. Thank you, Alicia, for your donation. Because I felt like I have lost my confidence and voice. No, bring it back, bring it back. Definitely, that totally makes sense why Archangel Michael is there so strongly wanting to work with you. So invoke him, ask him every day, like maybe have a name written on a sticky note so you remember to invoke his presence, or have a picture of him in your altar so you know to work with him closely, like as your spiritual guide. So that makes it easier as well. Like, so due to many reasons, we do stop working with our angels. Again, it's in the mind what it does. Like, you don't need to be doing it out loud, like, saying, hey, I'm talking to angels. Like, we can do in our chat, like they can hear the frequency of it. Yeah. So they keep it very simple. Good luck with that. Yeah. Do you recommend, Lindsay has a question, anything to enhance psychic abilities other than the chakra work? Definitely chakra work. I would love that because that's something easier to be done, and working with the crystals, and also opening up your journal writing, like, with your clear senses, like, so writing your own path, like, hey, today actually, I guess my friend will call me, and she did, like, I didn't expect, I didn't message her, but she called me. So your telepathy, your journaling, everything, so you're stronger. We all have these beautiful gifts, but due to lack of confidence, we have let loose. We haven't used to it. So we are bringing it back to ourselves. Yeah. By that, and also reading some books or some transmission meditations also helps us to commit and open up our deep portals. Yeah. Definitely for me, like without Reiki energies, I wouldn't have known my energy healing gift as well. Like, that's my first love. And then consistently practicing is what gets you. Yeah. More power to you. Thank you, Hera. You too. My throat has been so blocked and I don't know why. Do you know what this could be? It's more about the childhood traumas or any energies. And that has been holding you back from communicating, the fear of expressing in case anyone judges as well. So before you open up your throat center, I would recommend to write down what's holding, what are your emotions, where are you feeling the heaviest, that helps you to move in ease. And Archangel Michael, of course, for the throat center to heal. And what are the crystals is turquoise is my best friend for throat center here. I used to wear the rings, pendants 24/7. And after a couple of years, I could see I didn't need it. Now I don't have the turquoise crystal nearby, but it did a great job. So yeah. Hey, Tatiana. Okay, let me see. Barbara. So it's different, Barbara, isn't it? I've got two Barbaras. Are you still here? Appreciate you more than you know. So happen my angels brought me to you. Absolutely. We all come into the same container when it's the right time. No, I think it's the other Barbara who messaged me. Good night. First time here. I would love a reading. Are you still here? Because I think I did for you. Thank you for staying up. So let's go to Tatiana. Are you still here, Tatiana? These scrolls go so fast. How is everyone going on? How are you feeling? Watch out your energy center, especially your heart center, your solar plexus, your anxiety centers, your focus, brain fog, everything. Do notice how you're feeling, and notice which angels are showing up. Sometimes people do say hey, they can see the orbs or the angels around me as well. So do watch out, are you able to see something, feel something, what is resonating with you? Hey, Tatiana, let's see what's the card for you is. That's a beautiful card, Maya. It says schooling, study, and education helps your life purpose, personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you, help you with this process. Is there anything that you're interested in? Is there anything that you are looking into educating yourself, especially into the crystal world or sacred geometry space? Have you been dipping into that energy realm, Tatiana? I'm getting that frequencies that some sort of an education or some sort of an opening up into that higher realms, like 5D realms, are the ones that are going to highly beneficial for you to connect to the direct source and work from the higher energy aspects here. Let me know if that's making sense. I'm interested in crystals and the power of stones. Absolutely. Like, yeah. So think about even the sacred geometry like Merkaba or Tree of Life. Notice how you're feeling around them. What is your head spinning into? And what are the messages that you're coming through it? Like, definitely research and educate yourself more into it. It's not to that you need to be a professional at it. It's more to that you already have those codes you're activating. So you're doing your work at your highest frequency. So that is where the things are coming in for you. Yeah. You are a high dimension frequency light. So yeah, you still have a lot of work to do. So think about like, how am I making it sense? How am I doing it all together? So there is, work with Archangel Metatron. He could make it easier for you with all the sacred geometry and everything with his Merkaba, Metatron's cube. He's going to make life much easier, making more sense to you. Thank you so much. Alicia, I think I did a card reading for you before earlier. Yeah. Let's see, Eva. You feel some cards resonate with you. Yes. It does, isn't it? Because it all like, we are putting these messages into the puzzles of our life. Hey, that makes sense. This doesn't make sense. Like, for me and where we are like in the collectiveness, again, we are all upgrading ourselves. Like, all this information should make sense to each one of us when we are upgrading on a collective realms. Like, think about you're all in the first year of the college where everyone gets the same level of it. And then you go into your own kind of areas that you want to specialize into. So that's where your energies are. So let's see what's for Eva there. For you on your own. Make a decision. Feeling stuck or indecisive, listen to your intuition and make a decision. Straightforward. Your decision is of your highest frequency. So whatever the decision you take is where the angels are going to support you with. Like, when we are at the crossroads, we feel like, hey, can someone lead me onto the path that is right for me? But remember, all those roads will lead you into the destination, but some take time, some take shortcuts, some are easier. So that is where it comes into like, so think about it, where you are and how you can make a decision and what is that you're feeling stuck about, like, where are you feeling stuck in your life, like release and surrender to that, asking angels and saying that, hey, can you unlock me, unrelease me so I can move further? Yeah. So that is the most important thing that you need to be moving around and flowing up. Yeah. Hope that's making sense now to you. It's not very helpful. That's great. I see. How do you suggest working with specific angels? So the best way for me, they have always shown up is calling in, talking to them, like, in your mind's eye, writing in a journal. But I do more on a mental chat, like, hey, angels, I'm having a trouble in this area. Can you please send me a person that can help me with, like, I'm not able to get out of the loop of this situation. Can you please help me to see what I'm learning here? So I constantly talk to them, ask them, and they give me that wisdom or the area that I need to see and understand it. Yeah. So it's much easier. So sometimes it could be they will be showing with like, a book that you might need to read to understand all this, or a quotation, or a friend might be telling you exactly what you need to hear in this moment of time. Yeah. So that definitely helps us as well. Billy, is there a message for me? I keep getting skipped over after I request. Oh, so sorry. The chat goes so fast, Felly. If you're still there, let's do for you. Are you still here? Yes. What kind of an area are you looking for the guidance into? Is there a specific question have you got? Thank you guys for those love hearts. I love them. If you have been on my calls, you know how much I love them. It just gets your frequency so high. There is this beautiful energy, straightforward, support. Your life purpose fully supports you. So whatever you are doing, Feli, in terms of like, the energies, like working with the energy field is what I'm getting, like, your life purpose involves around, like, and that is where you're fully being supported. Don't doubt yourself. Continue loving yourself, showing up with what inspires you, what you are invoked into. Are you into the medical field, or like, energy realm field? Do you work on that actively, or have you been planning about it? Perfect. As you can see the symbol, like, medical. Yeah. So think about like, your life purpose is fully supported and integrate into the way that is you, not being defined by someone else, but you showing up into that energy areas. That's the most important thing. Yeah. And there is one thing, like, as you can see, the angel wings are so beautiful, pink, like call in Archangel Chamuel to fill you with self-love and loving for yourself, being compassionate to yourself. So you show up more strongly, not rather than from the lack of, no matter what the situations have been in your life. That tender heart needs to be always cared and protected. Hope that's resonating with you. Thank you. Sarah, let's do that. And yeah. How is everyone feeling? Let me know. All those messages resonating with you guys? See, I received some guidance. That's another card for support there, Sarah. All you need to be heard is you're lovingly be supported by your guides, your spirit guides, your ancestors. Everyone is so lovingly supporting you. So whatever you're showing up, your support, their support is always on your path. Never feel alone or separate from everything that's been existing around you. So always feel part of the integration and feel the part of the light that you're here to radiate your own light. Yeah, show up. Knowing that you're fully supported, that gives us so much strength to what we do. Yeah. All right, so with that, let's bring to a little closure. I'm going to do one final card for all of us here. Before that, I just want us to connect back into the heart space. There's this beautiful energy of heart and loving Chamuel, Archangel Michael, they all have come up. So let's connect with them into our heart centers and feel that frequencies and energies. Yeah. So gently close your eyes and bring your palms onto your heart center. Taking a nice deep breath, feeling the feet on the ground, more relaxed, more into your body, and allowing this beautiful tender heart to open up, expand into the energy fields that you can hear, feel, and communicate to your own angels, your guardian angels, your ancestors, your loved ones right here, right now. Giving yourself the permission to open up into these beautiful energy fields. So your container is vast and can be filled with any wisdom that is beneficial for you. Loving yourself and proud of yourself, your achievements. Take a moment to say, well done to you. Take a nice deep breath. Feeling content, feeling surrounded by your angels. Thanking all these beautiful angels that are surrounded by us. Gently opening up your eyes. Connecting to you, feeling everything much brighter. This is the card that I picked for each one of us here in this collective collaboration, which is Marlena. You are confused, indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. There is a lot of openings up, but there is a lot of energy field around us. But each of us have our own path to define. And in that path is where we get confused, because what I have in my plate is great, but also what I have in my friend's plate is also great. So I'm confused what I want. But look into your heart, like, which is more appealing, which is your heart saying what's good for you. And that's where you are showing up. Because in this right now, Darrell, we do have a lot of spirit guidance as well, like through the dolphins, through the butterflies, through the yin and yang, the crystals, the spirit animals. Everyone is so there to help us with, take in all that guidance and show up on your path, on your light, and you will find your life to be much with a flow. When it's with a flow, even though there is our hurdles, we always take it much easier and lighter as well. Yeah. Hope that's resonating with you guys. How are you all feeling? That's a beautiful wrap up. I love this card in general. There's so much content in that. Yeah, I hope you can see that, feel that. With all the sacred symbols, the love, the high frequency energies. So think about, like, you have connected to the angels. Now you are bringing them home with you. There is always space in your home, and you are going to speaking to them and to build that habit. So it becomes much easier, even in those turbulences. Yeah. Always listen to your heart, because your heart knows their presence. Thank you, Lindsay. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Tatiana. It's beautiful to connect to you guys. 44 there. Check out the numbers where we were talking about, right? So yeah, the numbers, the butterflies, the robin, the feathers, the pennies, the music, yes, the music, and the books that fall onto your path, like, the wisdom from your friend, all that makes sense for becoming who you are and how they are communicating. Because sometimes when we don't listen to the lighter frequencies, they have to come and rush into through different channels to communicate to us. But only when you open up, allow them to do it, they're able to do that. Yeah. So be friends with your angels and make your life much easier. With that, I have the next live on Thursday with Akashic Records Realm. We'll be doing a deeper meditation. So if you're interested, please click attend. And if you're new to me and if you enjoyed this, please give a follow so you get notifications on when my next audio goes in and next live events go in. Yeah. So until then, take care, lots of love, and have a wonderful day, morning, evening, wherever you are. Thank you. Namaste. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu.